Hi, my name is Meredith Moreland, and I would like to interview you on your neonatal nursing position.
Oh, absolutely. Are you going to get a connection?
A connection?
Is it okay?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
All right. Can you give me a brief description of what your job entailed?
So I worked in neonatal ICU level 3, which is a critical care unit for premature babies that are born anywhere between, it's gotten even lower, like 22, 23 weekers, all the way to full term. And most of them are preterm infants who were born just way too early to come into life, so they need a lot of life support, intravenous feedings, and also we needed to. We also did like cardiac kids or kids who were born with genetics anomalies, so that couldn't go to a regular nursery. So it was a different variety of things that we would take care of during that time.
Okay, thank you. What did your typical work week look like in terms of your schedule, how many hours you typically worked?
I did 12-hour shifts and would work 3 to 4 days a week. So as a full-time nurse, you would do basically 36 hours is considered full-time in the hospital world. So we would do 12-hour shifts, and that would cover our full-time requirement. But we also were required to do every other weekend, 2 major holidays, a minor holiday. So it all depended on what status you were, if you were part-time or full-time. But for a full-time RN, you would be working 3 12-hour shifts a week.
Okay, all right. Did you have any time for kids or family vacations, anything like that you could take off for?
That again, I'm sorry?
Did you have any time for vacations or family time as a nurse?
That's the beauty of working 12-hour shifts. They're long shifts, they're very long, but when your 3-day is done, a lot of times they'll let you set your schedule. You can do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and be done and be off the whole entire rest of the week, and then not pick up again until the following week, the next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's really flexible, and that's depending on how busy the unit is and how many nurses they need. But for the most part, it's not like that. You do 2 years of prereqs, your English, your history, your psychology, sociology courses, your statistics, things of that nature, and then you go into your actual nursing courses. So then that's 2 years. That's why I'm saying like this doesn't really make sense to get your associate's degree, because you're doing associate's degree. You're not having to take as many nursing courses. Like there's not like research nursing that you have to do. There's other nursing courses you do, but so you might as well just go ahead, just buckle down and get your BSN.
Okay. What kind of things did you learn in your nursing school?
Gosh, it's been a really long time. So nursing care plans are like every nurse that I've ever known and met, we hated them because it was so tedious, and you really had to. I mean, it's good because it helps you get the thought process going, and that's the purpose of it, is to help you develop plans and implementations and evaluation, and to see if what you did actually did work. So in a sense, I mean, looking back now, of course, I can see why we did those, but at the time it seemed so redundant, and some of the things that we had to do was just didn't make sense at the time. But now that we've been in it longer, and I can see where it has helped. But you learn a lot of anatomy and physiology of the body, and you either have compassion or you don't have compassion. Most nurses do. That's why they go into the field. So that's not something you typically learn. It's already instilled in you, is who you are. Automatically nurtured, by trait, and so it's a lot of just didactics that you learn through your nursing program, with science, why things happen, procedures on catheterization, starting IV. So there's a lot of hands-on skills that come along with it, but definitely a lot of book didactics, things that you have to go over with, like I said, with chemistry and bio, and like just even your fundamentals of nursing, med-surg nursing, OB nursing. So we do all of it. I mean, we do pediatric nursing. So you're learning a little bit about every stage of life, every anything and everything you can think of emergency nursing. So you do get a little bit of everything.
Okay. While you were in the job, were you satisfied with the job overall? Would you recommend it?
So the 10% is the best job I've ever had. I loved it. It was very, very rewarding. Met some of the most amazing nurses I've ever worked with and amazing doctors. It was just it was really rewarding. I enjoyed it a lot. I just, for me, if it wasn't for my own kids needing to be, they're teenagers now, so I just felt like I needed to be more hands-on with them now at this point in my life, which is why I went into something where I can have the same schedule as them. Because, when you're gone at 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., you're really gone more like from 6 a.m. till 8 or 9 p.m. Because you're sometimes have to stay after, things are not finished. If you have an emergency situation at work, you don't just get off right at 7 when you don't clock out and you say, oh, I'm done. You got to finish your task, and you got to, if you can help your, relief nursing coming in, you're going to, you do so. We all work it together as a team. So you just don't get to clock out right at 7 and you say, okay, I'm done. See you later. So
Right.
it's a lot of teamwork, and we all work together really well. But I loved that job. It was awesome. It was one of the best jobs ever.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you so much for answering my questions, and thank you. Have a great day, and yeah.
6 questions?
I think. Okay.
Go ahead.
So, can you give me a description of your job?
Description of my job.
Yeah.
Here is, I'm here to help the kids get through their school days, which means to ensure their attendance as much as possible. So I'll screen them when they come in not feeling well. Are they well enough that they can continue back into class with a rest break, or do they need to go home or be assessed further?
Okay. What does a typical work week look like as a school nurse?
Crazy. Gets worse as the year goes on. No, it doesn't. Typically, you'll have scheduled meds, which are rarely in the morning. They're usually over the lunch break. And then the doors open from 8 till 4 for any student on the campus that may need to come in here. That can be illness, injury, or sometimes just a few times just need a break. The flow in varies with what's going on in the school. Football season is always high for injuries, even though y'all have trainers. You still see a lot.
All right. What was the school like when you attended? Was it hard or easy, like for college?
Nursing school for me was very easy, but that's not the norm. I don't know. It just really came to me easily, so it made sense, and I could turn it around and apply it. But it is a lot of work, and it's a heavy course load.
And could you describe the required education needed for this position?
As in the college or high school?
Yeah, just kind of like what degree or what type of studies you had to go through. For
I have a Bachelor of Science in Nursing for this job, which is that's not your entry level. There are still a few diploma nursing schools out there, but anybody that's thinking about going into a nursing career, at least I recommend that they start with the bachelor's degree.
And do you like your job?
Yes, I actually really do like my job, because not too many other nursing jobs allow you to work 8 to 4 with every major holiday off and every summer off, and every weekend, and no shift work. Those are all big.
Yeah. All right, well that's it.
That's
Thank
it?
you so much.
All right,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
What?
Okay, well, get closer. I'm not gonna yell.
She gotta scoot back to get us in the picture.
Okay.
But go forward to hear us.
I know.
Okay, we're gonna go quick.
Okay. What can you give me a description of your job?
I am the school nurse here at George Ranch High School. I like to go by either Nurse Viv, Miss Viv, Vivian. I'd rather stay away from Pat, okay, just because we already have a Pat. My job is to make sure that y'all stay well, stay in class, finish the day, graduate, go on to bigger and better things.
What did your typical work week look like?
My typical work week is taking care of each and every one of y'all who comes in here frequently complaining of sore throat, cough, stomach ache frequently, injuries, doing what I can to fix them, send them back, have them referred to wherever they need to if they need to be referred somewhere. I see an average of 25 to 30 kids a day for illnesses. I still have to do vision and hearing, scoliosis, all the reports due to the states, medications daily, medications as needed for headaches, stomach aches, things like that too.
And could you describe the required education needed for this position?
For my position, I'm a registered nurse, so college.
Okay. What was the school like when you attended? Was it easy, hard, medium?
School like what?
Like your college?
Oh, it was very hard. It was all day. You were in class. When you weren't in class, you were studying. When you weren't studying, you were at the hospital picking out patients, taking care of the patients. I was up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning easily, and then have to be in class by 7 the next morning. Many times. It was a round-the-clock thing. I didn't have breaks. You know how you do your semesters. I did spring, fall, summer, any session there was, I was in school in order to get it all completed. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to complete it in the time. They say it's a 2-year degree or a 4-year degree, but reality, it's longer than that.
That's it. Good deal. All right.